So we're going to be making an updated hero wishlist guide now that Damon is available on the wishlist, and also we have a lot more knowledge now being at the end of phase 1. So we're going to begin with all of the key heroes you want to be focusing, but we're also going to be talking about the one copy wonder heroes basically that you want to get one copy of to help with your progression, because there are quite a few of those heroes. And then after we've completely reviewed the wishlist, then we will talk about Paragon Priority. So for players who have been playing for a while and you're trying to Paragon upgrade heroes, we will be mentioning that later on, and there will be a timestamp in the video. Okay, so beginning with the Lightbearer faction, these are going to be the two key S level heroes you want to build, and all the way eventually up to Supreme Plus, which are Sonya and Siren. Sonya for Dream Realm content, and Siren for PvP, some AFK stages, just an overall very solid hero. And in the Lightbearer faction, there aren't a lot of great S level heroes, to be honest. So the only other hero you want to pick up before, for example, Siren, is get one copy of Rowan. This can help you in early stages of AFK. You don't need to ascend him further. And then later on, when you're done with both Siren and Sonya, you can get Rowan all the way up to Supreme Plus. He's just a very solid hero. These other four heroes here, I do not recommend at all. Vala, Temesia, Cassidy, Atalanta, they have almost no usage in the game. They're not a major priority for you to focus at all. Moving on to the A levels, the two favorite A level Lightbearer heroes, it's very clear they are Sinbad and Hugin. Hugin for Dream Realm, Sinbad for Dream Realm, that's basically it. Also Ravage Realm, of course, they are top tier heroes for that. So both of these heroes you want to keep on your wish list until they're completely up to Supreme Plus. There's not going to be any one copy wonder A-level Lightbearer hero, so after you're done with both of these, you can begin building follow-up heroes, and I would recommend probably Merrily and Corrin, because as of right now, these are the two next best Ravage Realm damage dealers, and so I would recommend everyone to build them up, because there is that use for Ravage Realm at the end of the season. But again, not a major priority. It is mainly all about Hugin and Sinbad. The other Lightbearer A-level heroes here, honestly, not too game changing. Walker is really good this season, but if you haven't even started building him up, probably by the time you get him built, this season is going to be over, and he's only good because of the Lightbearer faction talent, so that is something that you should keep in mind. Moving on to the Maulers. Maulers S level heroes, they're actually three big ones you want to get and build up all the way. Those are Smokey, Mikola, and even Shakir. However, I think that Smokey and Mikola should be the first heroes you fully invest into, getting to Mythic Plus or Supreme Plus, and then you go for Shakira as the number 3rd to go up, and I'll talk about why. But before you even do that, you should get one copy of Brutus. This can help you in early stages for AFK, although I don't really know anymore how important one copy of Brutus is, but I do think it's still pretty good to pick up, because basically Brutus, Rowan, they're one copy wonders because they have almost all of their core mechanics of their kit, even at the one copy, and those are the heroes you want to definitely get one copy of. So Brutus, and then swapping back to Mikola. Now, why Shakir 3rd? Shakir is really good, but Shakir needs to be Mythic Plus. Before that, he is completely useless, and he also needs to be plus 10 exclusive equipment. So that is a lot of investment you need before him even coming online. And then even when he's online, he needs a complete melee comp designed around him to be buffing up your entire team. The thing about Mikola and Smokey, these are very flexible. They can work with any team comp you have. They can work with Shamira in the back line. You don't need to have an all melee team, and you're still giving 20% attack buff to your entire team. That is why these two heroes, Mikola and Smokey, are just the most solid supports, and I definitely think you should be building them both to Mythic Plus for Smokey, Supreme Plus for Mikola, eventually both to Supreme Plus, but those are the big breakpoints, and then you can go for Shakir number 3, because Shakir is going to be important, but like you need a whole comp designed around him, and he's not going to get that much value until you're later on in the game. For the A levels is Coco and Odie. However, there is a one copy wonder hero here to mention, which is going to be Kruger. Kruger can work at one copy for his physical defense debuff. Basically, his almost entire kit is complete at that one copy, and then you can use him in Dream Realm, and that is his use. But Coco and Odie, these are the heroes you want to max first. And you can get to Mythic Plus and Supreme Plus as quickly as you can, because Coco is going to give damage reduction and protection for your team, and Odie is going to do high damage for Dream Realm content, especially when you're in the earlier game stage of AFK Journey. So these are the key heroes. As for the other heroes here, honestly, none of them are that important to even be building up on your account. You can decide to go for them, but I would definitely say Odie, Coco, and then probably even Kruger to Supreme Plus, just to maximize his potential for Dream Realm, and then you can consider the other options. But there's nothing too game-changing here for these heroes. They're just very niche, or some PvP niche uses. Moving on to the Wilder. So Wilder S level is a very competitive slot. Even A level, very competitive slot. There are a lot of good Wilder heroes. The developers seem to have a preference for Wilder heroes. They're the favorite child of the factions. Either way, for the S levels, you definitely want to have Iron on here. There is no question about that. Along with Iron, I definitely think Tassi is going to be the second best option. And you want to completely max out these heroes, getting them up to Mythic Plus and Supreme Plus as quickly as you can. Iron gets a big upgrade at Mythic Plus. He can then immediately cast his ultimate to control the enemies. And Tassi, she just deals more damage. And yeah, she's going to be one of your key damage dealers for AFK stages and her crowd controller for that. And so both of these heroes need to be built up quickly. The third hero, which is also very important or reasonably important, is Lily May. However, I don't think you should build Lily May until Iron and Tassi are complete, because this will help with AFK stages. Lily May doesn't help in AFK stages. She does help in Dream Realm. However, the thing in Dream Realm, we now have Shamira, we have Odie, we have a Sinbad, we have a lot of good damage dealers that you don't need Lily May really anymore. But either way, Lily May still is a must-have hero for everyone, even though she's being power crept out of Dream Realm. She still has those usages in Ravage Realm, Titan Reaver, different PvP. She's amazing. Lily May is still top tier PvP. But like, you need to focus on your AFK stage team first, and Iron and Tassi are going to be that. Now the A level Wilders, this is one point that maybe I'm not completely sure about. There's no question you have to have Almas here, because Almas and Iron together have the greatest crowd control synergy for AFK stages, and they both need to be to Mythic Plus before they get their value. So you need to rush them to Mythic Plus. But along with that, Faramore, so let's talk about Faramore. He's good for Dream Realm, and he can be good even earlier game, mid game, when you don't have all of the options built up. But he's not in any of the top teams as of right now, but in Endless Dream on bosses he does see a role again in some top teams. He's also good for AFK stages, but mainly the high deficit AFK stages. When you're more early on in the game, Arden is actually seeing more use in AFK stages. But the thing is, Arden is also a big investment. You need to get him to Mythic Plus before he really takes off in AFK stages. Before that, he's not really very good. And so, like, you're still going to be depending on other comps without Arden, even if you are building up Arden. So I would personally say, go for Faramore and Almas, get them both to Mythic Plus minimum. Then you can consider swapping. You can add an Arden for early AFK stages. He was really good in the beginning of this phase, AFK stages. You can add in Damien. He's a really good PvP hero, healer, and these are the two I would recommend basically. After Almas and Faramore, Damien and Arden should be your number 3 and number 4, whichever order you want. And then you should add in Lenya. Lenya is really good for PvP, and she's also really good for Ravage Realm. So you definitely want to build Lenya. The other ones, like Aprissa, Kafra, you can skip on them. But like, yeah, those are not as important. So that's basically it for Wilders. It's a tough faction. They're very strong. However, talking about tough factions, we now have an extremely tough faction, which is Graveborn as well. Especially for the S levels. The S level Graveborn heroes are some of the top tier heroes in the game. Either way though, I think, so there's a lot of one copy wonder heroes here basically. When we look at the Wilders, there weren't any major one copy wonder heroes. Lorson, you can maybe consider as a one copy wonder because he can be used for some AFK stages at one copy, but I wouldn't really worry about that too much. But in the Graveborn faction, there's some major ones you want to get. So you always want to keep Shamira on your wish list because she is the most important hero in the game. She's the best damage dealer for Dream Realm, endless, pre-endless bosses. She's good for AFK stages. She's like an all-round just star hero, MVP. So she always needs to be on the wish list. But along with her, first you should get one copy of Thorin. This can help you for AFK stages. It can help you early AFK stages. It can help you for Dream Realm. And then you should get one copy of Daemon because Daemon can give that attack buff for AFK stages. For Dream Realm, he can work at the one copy. Then when you're done with both of these at one copy, then you go Ludovic and you max him out. Because Ludovic is a great damage deal for endless Dream Realm bosses. He's also a great healer. You can use him even in pre-endless Dream Realm just to be healing up, for example, Shamira. He's just a really solid hero. He's really good in PvP as well. So Ludovic and Shamira should be maxed, but you do need to get one copy of Thorin and Daemon first, always keeping Shamira on the banner. Now for the A levels, Bonnie has to be here. Bonnie is the best hero for AFK stages, PvP, even Dream Realm. She's a must-have hero, most important A-level Graveborn hero. Along with her, I've said Nero, because Nero is just so strong now. He's gotten his Supreme Plus skill upgrade. Every season, the developers love him or his class of heroes because he keeps getting the good charm bonus to power up the damage dealer behind him. He's good. You can use him in AFK stages. You can use him in, especially now with his Supreme Plus upgrade, along with Daemon and Shamir in AFK stages, that's really strong. Also, he can be used in PvP very effectively. So he's the second best Graveborn A-level hero in the game right now. But after him, or before him, actually get one copy of Kalin. One copy of Kalin can help you for some early AFK stages. Even one copy of Velka can help you a bit for one AFK stages. But then try to max out Nero all the way to Mythic Plus minimum. No, actually even Supreme Plus because of his Enhanced Force upgrade that you'll want to get. And then also Bonnie max them out. But after them, there are a lot of good heroes here. Basically, Sylvina, she's a very niche PvP use, mainly for offense, like on attack. And she can be good, but you can even skip on her. Like, basically, if she's not even on your account, it's probably not gonna, you're not even gonna notice it. But Kalin, Velka is good for Ravage Realm, so I would recommend building her after Nero and Bonnie. And then I would think about Kalin, who is good for PvP as his tankiness and even for some AFK stages, or Sylvina for PvP. But definitely first Bonnie and Nero. So those are going to be the main all-hero recruitment wish list. Now just to quickly talk about Paragon upgrades, because that is what I mentioned, I'm just going to go through it really quickly. So Siren and Rowan, these are the top 2 PvP heroes for the Lightbearer S levels that you want to Paragon upgrade. For the A levels, nothing really is good in PvP other than Hugin. So Hugin, you want a Paragon upgrade. Apart from that, you can upgrade Sinbad just because it increases his damage in Dream Realm. But Sinbad is not very good in PvP. But Hugin is very good for PvP. Looking at the Maulers, is basically going to be, it is also up to preference. Shakira is pretty good for PvP. And Paragon upgrading him would be probably the highest priority of the S level Maulers. Along with that, Mikola is not bad as well. Definitely in melee comms. Mikola is good. So I would say Mikola probably a good upgrade for Paragon. And Smokey, you can upgrade for Paragon, but he's not good in PvP, generally speaking. But it would increase his damage output for Dream Realm. So that's the only reason people Paragon upgrade him. But I would say these 3. Brutus, Elsa, it's just how much you use them. Honestly, I don't really use them at all. Even though they're Paragon 3 on this account, I still use comps, not revolving them, so they're not very important. For the A-level Maulers, is definitely Odie and Coco. Both can be used in PvP, and also Odie, it will improve its damage for Dream Realm. And then on top of that, Citrana is probably the 3rd best hero. Very good tech option for PvP, reducing vitality of opponents, spreading Bonnie's debuff, really good in stall comps with like Igor, Bonnie, Citrana. This is a core a lot of people use for regular arena, Supreme Arena, so you can use it. So obviously Citrana number 3, those are the big 3 heroes for Paragon. For the Wilders, there's a lot. It's mainly Iron, Tassi, and Lilymay. Iron, Tassi, Lilymay, these are the big 3 because they're all super powerhouses in PvP, all deserving of maximum Paragon Ascension. On top of that, I would like to have Lorison. I didn't, but like I would like to have him because he has some niche PvP use. The other heroes here basically not at all. Heywin is just not good unless she has a good charm set. She's so dependent on her charm quality bonus, otherwise she just dies too easily. And this season, she doesn't have a good charm quality bonus. For the A levels, it is mainly Almas for PvP, Lenya for PvP, Damien for PvP. It's like Almas, number 1, number 2, Damien, or maybe Damien even number 1, number 2, Almas, and then number 3, Lenya. These are the 3 big powerhouses for the A levels in PvP for Wilders. Those are the ones you want. You don't need Pheromore, Leica, Arden like I have here. That is not important. They're not top tier in PvP. And then you have Graveborn. So for Graveborn, Shmira, definitely she's good in PvP and it will increase her damage in Dream Realm. Ludovic is good in PvP. He needs to be Paragon upgraded. Torin and Damon are both good for PvP as well. And if you're running them, yes, they should be Paragon upgrade, but they're tanks. So it isn't always as important to like hard push them to Paragon, but they are both important. Like definitely Torin, Damon, Ludovic, Shmira. These are the top 4. Igor also, if you're going for those stall strategies like we talked about, good to upgrade in Paragon. That's what I'm working on right now. He's Paragon 3. Igor is also a good hero to upgrade in Paragon. For the A levels, it is the PvP heroes Bonnie and Nero. These are the top 2 of PvP right now. So for A levels, Graveborn, both of them should be Paragon upgraded. Kalin, if you're going to try to use him in PvP, or Sylvina if you're using her in PvP. Those are the 4 major Graveborn A-level heroes you want to upgrade for Paragon. Okay, so we're done with the Paragon upgrades. Now moving on to the epic recruitment wishes, I just will quickly go through this. These are the top 5 heroes for like a new account that you should have on here. But if you already obviously have these heroes built up, you do not keep these heroes here. You then go through all the heroes we recommended, which are important for you to build up on your account in the all hero recruitment wishes. You slot in those heroes here. But for a completely fresh account, these are the top 5 I would put. You have to have Shmira here. She's the best Dream Realm damage dealer, AFK stage. She's going to carry you everywhere. She has to be on here until she's Supreme Plus. On top of that, Iron has to be on here for AFK stages because he's such a big like kind of cheat code when you get his Mythic Plus unlocked for helping you push AFK stages. Also Tassi. should be on here, because again, the sooner you get it to Mythic Plus along with Iron, together they can be used very effectively in AFK stages, so that's why I have both of them here. Smokey as well is a very good hero, and when he gets his Mythic Plus unlocked, he deals bonus damage, so that's why I think he's a really important hero to have on your wishlist right from the beginning, rushing him to Mythic Plus. And then Ludovic is a very good hero. He can help you in AFK stages early along with Shmira. He can help you in Dream Realm, and in Endless Dream Realm he deals a lot of damage of his own due to HP per second damage. You want to max him out, get him to Supreme Plus. So these are really the key 5 heroes, but there are definitely a lot of other heroes you could be running here. Mikola is also really good, but Mikola can work even at 1 copy. She still provides a 20% attack buff to your team and can provide the buffs to your allies, so she doesn't have to be forced up in the upgrade so quickly. Apart from this, of course, Shakira, eventually you want to get to Mythic Plus, but like we said, there are more, before you get him to Mythic Plus, there are a lot of other heroes that you should be getting there as well. Sonya is decent in Dream Realm, but she can even work at 1 copy earlier on, so you can just get her from the all-hero recruitment. Thorin works at 1 copy, Damon works at 1 copy, even though they're really important heroes. So that is basically going to be the epic recruitment wish list. Now finally, Stargaze Station, just to quickly talk about it, it is going to be the twins. Twins are your number 1 hero you want to recruit. As a new player, get 1 copy of them, and with that 1 copy, make use of it in Dream Realm. If you can in AFK stages without them dying, make use of it. And then after that, you need to hard rush Fresto. You take him all the way up to Mythic Plus. So that is a lot of investment. So you're going to have 1 copy of Twins for number 1, then 1 copy of Fresto, then you're just going to get copies of Fresto to get him up to Mythic Plus, plus 10 exclusive recruitment, and then he's actually going to be decent to as a damage dealer in Endless Dream Realm, which if you're not building Fresto, you're really going to be missing out on that ability of having a high damage dealer for Endless Dream Realm, and that's why Fresto still is a must build. He's still the best Endless damage dealer that we have, and so he's still a must build for everyone. Also, just building him up, it will help you in AFK stages as a tank. So those two. And then when Fresto's Mythic Plus, then you go back to the Twins, and now you take the Twins all the way to Supreme Plus, which is a long road, but like, the Twins are the best hero in AFK Journey, but still, it's better to get your Fresto first to have a good Endless Damager to Mythic Plus, and then you get the Twins all the way to Supreme Plus, and then after that, you can take Fresto to Supreme Plus. Just to finish him off, and then you can build Rainier to Mythic Plus. Rainier to Mythic Plus also very important for Dream Realm, still the best, one of the best supporters for Dream Realm for increasing the damage onto the boss, best debuff in the game for AFK Journey, for boss content, so Rainier is also very important, and he only needs Mythic Plus, so you don't have to go beyond that. Do not go beyond that on Rainier. Those are the big 3 heroes everyone should be building. After that, Harak is what I would recommend number 4, because he's still very good in meta for Dream Realm content, especially for endless Dream Realm bosses you're going to see in Phase 2, which we're moving into right now. It will be Harak's time to shine, and he is going to be taking over basically Dream Realm for Phase 2. Those are the big 4 heroes. After that, it comes down to PvP heroes you want to build up. Athalia, I would say, is the best PvP hero to build up after you're done with your major Dream Realm, because Talene is no longer important for Dream Realm. Talene has been completely power crept and replaced by Shamir and all the other damages we have. You do not need to build Talene anymore. She's just a PvP hero, and if you're just talking about PvP heroes, Athalia is better than Talene in PvP, and in fact, Athalia even has a bit of Dream Realm usage for pre-endless bosses, so that is what I would recommend. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the wishes. Hopefully this is helpful. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. If you have any other opinions, feel free to share them. That is much appreciated. But thanks for watching. If you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.